I'm trying out this app to go with this camera as a remote, so I don't know what's gonna happen. But we'll get right into it. Okay, so the first video is gonna be a compilation of different things that was listed on a community tab. The first topic is very, very serious, so we're gonna get into the zone with that. Miss Naziah Harris. I have a link about the case in the comment section for you guys. But basically, this was a 13-year-old young lady who was impregnated by a 42-year-old, Jarvis Butts, I think is his name. He has a history of doing this to two other girls as well. Her body has not been found, but they are calling it a murder case. So I just wanted to come in and see what comes up, but mostly to see if I can see what the energy could be around where her body could be, you know, if it will help the case of the energy a bit. Because initially I did see water, and then when I checked on it to see if there had been any leads or them finding anything with water, they did say they did find her clothing near the Rouge River or something like that. So I was like, okay, so that, okay, Spirit is showing me that. So I don't really know what's going to come out, but we're going to get into it. And then we're going to cover all the rest of the topics that were listed underneath Miss Naziah Harris. So again, the details of the case will be below because y'all know I suck at telling stories. I'll tell it all in all, you know, sorts of orders. But the gist of it is she ended up getting pregnant. From my understanding, he wanted to try to abort it, but in his own way, because the investigators did find research of him looking up antifreeze and things like that to try to get her to take to do it that way, because she started showing at school and she was afraid that they would notice that she was pregnant. I think there were some text messages that was shared in the preliminary. Guys, it's so many twists and turns with this case. Her aunt is his baby mom. She had 5 kids with him. It's a lot. Just go down there, get lost in the information. But for now, I'm just gonna focus on the current energy that I can get, because I do see her going like this, and they're swelling. And y'all, a warning. I don't know if you're sensitive, you might want to leave out now, because well, the entire case is really sensitive. So I'm just trigger warning, okay? But I'm seeing like a swollen tongue, and I don't know what happens when. Of course, you could swell up. You know, the body do swell when there's decomposition, but I think there are certain elements that also play a role in it. Shout out to my forensic scientists, or to those who may know. Maybe I hope that someone has a key. I hope that's Missy and she has a key. I really do. I think she does. Thank God she does. Okay, so me. Oh hey, I was like, I hope it's me and she got the key. Okay, huh? You good? You good? All right, love you. You be safe. All right, bye. So I do feel like there are some certain elements that could cause it as well. So because they're putting emphasis on it and they're showing her eyes bulged out, her tongue is bulged out, and everything is swollen too. So I think it's different types of when she is discovered, they will see that. But I do know your eyes stretch when you cross over, like your body locks, and you know when those gases are released from out of the body too. And I do see her eyes stretch, but they're putting emphasis around her mouth and her neck, as if there was some sort of swelling that that whatever he did contributed to. I think he may have definitely followed through with some sort of toxins that he had given her. From my understanding, the last sighting that they saw of him was at a hotel. I think he checked out, they said at 12 p.m., but he checked in at 9 p.m. that night, the night she went missing, or she was last seen before the hotel. See, y'all see how I be telling stuff backwards? But I'm just saying, okay, so basically when she got off the bus, you know what, I'm going to just get into the energy and then see what comes out, and then I could address some of the details that's in the actual case because they are going to tie something in. But like I was saying, around the water, I did see that. And I did see and then she did show she was going like this, so she was showing her neck and her mouth, and then swelling, like her tongue is out of her mouth and it's swollen and her eyes are big. So I just feel like there's some other type of toxin that he used that contributed to that as well. But like I said, anybody that specializes in forensics and things of that nature, when it comes to the chemicals in the body and everything that takes place with the gases and stuff, when our body starts to decompose, I'm sure they would understand more. Okay, so let's get into it. Quick run through. So we're going to cover Naziah first. Then I'm going to tap into the current currency of America, because we will be experiencing heavy changes before Trump leaves the chair. And then I may explore ASAP Rocky. It feels a little dry, but we will. And then we're gonna explore the Chris versus Warner Brothers, because I hear people. It's not funny, but I hear people like, "Oh my God, is he opening up a Pandora's box? Is he gonna, they don't play fair, blah 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 blah." And so I do see some things around there, but it doesn't feel as bad as most would think. But we'll double check. So that's the rundown, okay? Welcome to my newbies. Hello to my oldies. My name is Diamond, and you are watching Pretty Blind Eyes. The readings, yeah, my stomach is burning in my throat. The readings held on this channel are for entertainment purposes only. The discussions held on the discussions held on the channel should not be taken as literal advice. I'm seeing a lot. And I am legally blind. Damn, this has got me stuttering. I am legally blind, so I do read Braille on my cards to decipher what they are, but I'm an overall intuitive reader. In the description box below, you can find several ways to interact with me, one of which is the availability to book private readings. That calendar is open. We are having a winter special, $10 off on all readings except for the live. The live reading, that's $20 off, and the 15-minute reading is still the regular price. This is up until the real new year comes in, so take advantage if you like. And thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for all the love, support, gifts, donations, journeying with me, and patience. No, your eyes do not deceive you. This is a new channel, so please be sure to subscribe. If you are familiar with my first page and you're thinking that you're back on the old page, you're not. Come on, lock in, and thank you for finding your way back into my heart. Okay. Time to get serious, guys, because my stomach is burning so bad. So I definitely feel, and okay, I'm gonna tell you, because they're mostly showing me characters first. So what I'm gonna do is, as much as I want to just lock into location, I have to, I'm gonna follow spirit and just, pull out what it is that they are showing me, and she's showing me that she wants out. Now, when I speak on her energy right now with her soul, I can confirm this, and a lot of times, you guys were informed, especially around, I came in around the Kobe time, and, a lot of readers would say, like, he's too distraught, he hasn't crossed over yet, because that really do happen. A lot of times they can be traumatized, their spirits, to where they won't enter into the light if they still feel like they still have, they're kind of like earthbound. They're trying to like get people's attention around here. That happened to my niece's mom. It took her a while. But she was, weaving in and out or whatever. But once she felt people could hear her, or that she could speak, and like people was picking up on what happened, it could calm her down. She eventually merged over, but it took some months. It's just, it depends on what the reader is receptive to, and where they can access to as well. I'm not trying to generalize it either. So I say all that to say, with her, I am seeing, that she is distraught, and she has not, to me, looks like crossed over. However, some people could pick up on seeing things that may occur ahead, or, you just, it's a unique thing. Reading is endless and it's timeless. So okay, so with her, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm looking over here because her energy is right. It's over here where I'm seeing it everywhere, but specifically, I'm putting mentally a 3D version of my mind is fixating her because we're in the grid. So I'm looking this way because her energy for me is there, and yeah. So I don't know if she Something good. Something good. Yep, I'm seeing a can of something. I think he did have her drink something. I'm trying to see where they are. Oh, but let me tell you about the characters that they want to speak out on first. Sorry, guys, I started like just tapping into her, so if it got kind of quiet, it probably wasn't as quiet for as long as I think it was. But there is a woman I see here that gives me a witch doctor type of energy, a madam type energy. How can I describe her? So I don't know if she could have put something together for her. Okay, there are a few things that Spirit wanted to point out. One, when it comes to the different baby moms he have and all that kind of stuff, and from my understanding, he asked to use one of his, but not the aunt that's Naziah's aunt, but one of the other baby moms, if he could use her car. See, a lot of this hopping around that he's doing, of course, is to try to cover his tracks. But another thing that they were saying was that he wanted to create something that was real anyway. So he knows the likelihood of his baby moms fighting over him or fighting each other over him is highly true. So to me, what they're saying is that to use her vehicle, of course, was to cover up his tracks. But another illusion that he wanted to try to curate around her body going missing and all of that was to kind of try to set up one of his baby moms. So I would not be surprised if once this goes to trial that just so much of them pretty much telling a lot will come out because I think what the interrogators are going to do is they're going to play it like that to get all of the baby moms really squealing. Because from my understanding, the way all of this really launched off, as far as one of the baby moms contacting his sister, was due to her being upset over something for Valentine's Day. Okay. So I'm kind of like just reciting certain things that I did see when the story started to come about from certain YouTubers reporting on it. And from my understanding, Neek at Night, she follows it very well. If you guys want a more like a YouTuber, like a content creator who put everything together for you, and you want to hear like the audio and stuff like that, then she would be a great source to check out from my understanding. And so what from my understanding too, like I was saying, with the sister pretty much saw her as well, but they're saying the sister didn't report it until like February 13th, I think. But I could be getting that date wrong. That date could be the date that one of his baby moms called her to tell her that Naziah was missing. But again, the whole point behind it is that the only reason why that particular baby mom allegedly called the sister was because she was upset, according to the sister's testimony in the preliminary, was because of Valentine's Day. She kind of pretty much got brushed off of Valentine's Day. So it's like, okay, you're not coming through to see me now. I'm going to reveal these speculations just to get some stuff going. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's what all of them are going to do. So to go back to Jarvis, the guy, the 42-year-old guy that's being accused of her murder or whatnot, and her missing body. Uh, I'm seeing where that was a part of his whole scheme too, was to try to utilize it, because from my understanding too, he has like a white Escalade or something too. So people was wondering, why did he have to use one of the baby mom's cars anyway if he has his own car and all that. But like I said, of course, and I heard it was several different cell phones too, and they were able to ping, of course, the hotel that he stayed at. Based from the cell phone, they pulled his search stuff. So that's where we're finding out that he was researching different things she could take, like antifreeze and stuff, to try to kill the baby and all that. So, or terminate the pregnancy. So they did want to point that out. They also, like I said, pointed out a lady that looks like, to me, I'm hearing elixirs, like maybe he consulted with her on what to put together. This gives me a woman that believes in the whole sit in the vinegar and it'll make your kuka tighter and the man won't know that you cheated on. So it could be like a hood witch doctor. Like I'm not gonna say she's legit, but I can say that, to me, whoever she is, she's known to like give advice on, oh, put some toothpaste on your hickey, it'll go away, or put a cold spoon, one of those kind of. I'm seeing her. And then another thing that they were saying is that where in the direction that they want to go, I'm not seeing exactly where her body is. They just keep showing me that river. And like I said, the whole thing is with that, they did say they found her clothes there. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna ponder on that too much more there, because they could have moved her, or I mean, it could be more to it, but I'm just going to tell y'all what they telling me. So basically, surrounding her missing body, I'm hearing private property, and that there's someone that he knows. See, the only reason why they're saying, like, the only reason why he hasn't revealed where her body is, because he definitely would have, was because this will make this person get in trouble too. So wherever she is, she's on the land of, to me, from what I'm getting, she's on the land of someone that they don't really want to get in trouble. To me, the feeling of her whereabouts, or her location, doesn't feel like, in your typical murder cases, we take her out into the desert, da 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 da. It's definitely giving private property. It's giving someone who could maybe own a pond, or, like a man-made pond or something like that, or may have, So I don't. They may wanna. The only reason why I would say look on the outskirts of the city is because that's where most of the private property and things is. I'm definitely, to me, I'm not getting it's in, that her body is somewhere in the city, of such. It gives me driving out somewhere. I don't, I need to get myself together to be able to like let her play out. I don't even know if she's even trying to play out what happened play for play, but she is showing me a can. Now, I don't know if that means she's just saying she drank something in general, or if she specifically drank out this can. Uh, and then I'm not, I don't, and then I'm seeing the tongue and all that bulging out. But as far as when I tap into her energy of location, is given like out from the city, and it's given that a sort of strange connect that he do have, because I do also I I also feel like they're also going to find out more about the auto body shop, and what, how all that goes, and what's really going on, even on the back end of some. I can't even get it. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, something's coming in. Okay, so maybe like a junkyard. It could be a guy who owns a junkyard that they know very well, that they would maybe get parts from. This guy or particular may have helped them, or knows of something, or something like that. The way that they are cross connecting her location is like, if anybody want to read on it, if it will help, because I feel like if a lot of readers band together to get it, we'll get a bigger picture. So what I would say, like, if for a moment that you do start seeing people when you're trying to see where she is, that's why, because that's more of the lead of the point of the location as to where her body could be. And I don't know why, like, in my heart space, I'd be just so scared to get her to show me her deceased body. Like, I kind of feel better with her soul, just kind of her spirit being here, just, and she just keep replaying the drinking and the swelling. And um I'm trying to see, had they argued before then or not. But oh, yeah, I am. Yep, I'm here. Junkyard. We're the junkyard band or gang. Yep. So I'm getting, maybe there's a cross connect with a person that sells parts from, and it could also be like a recycling place too. I can't tell the difference because they all kind of look alike. Those places that recycle cars. Um, this, or it could be anything too, of maybe he started trashing his cars to kill evidence as well, or something like that. But I'm seeing two things here, and it's giving and some of those junkyards do have private property that they keep these cars on, and then they make more money just selling good parts off of old cars that are wrecked and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So what I'm getting and what I'm hearing here is the clothes by the water was, again, a ploy, like a setup. It is to try to throw them off. She's Yeah. It feels like to me she's like on some private property. And like I'm seeing like an old man-made garage. Yeah, it's definitely given a junkyard, like a yard that may have just old cars on it. They could have lumber as well too. And that person may, They're not really telling me much about him because but I would like say that he may own a lot of land. He may, I don't, how those auto guys are. Yeah, but he got to connect with an interesting man here. Hmm. Yeah. So those were the main points that they really wanted to make about the location of her body. I think somebody made a hoax video saying they heard some screams from her, but no, I don't feel that she's in that. It's not giving. It's not giving. I'm trying to see if I'm seeing a damn. Yeah, damn. Y'all. So I'm seeing like dump trucks and landfills. So whoever this connected, they have access to things like that. Y'all get my drift, like transferring trucks, dump trucks. They may have their own private business where they ship cars. You know how some people could have their private businesses where they deliver cars for people, like as an independent contractor kind of thing. I'm seeing dump trucks. I'm seeing a landfill. I'm seeing a junkyard with cars. And I keep hearing something about a lumber yard. Maybe it used to be a lumber yard and now turned junkyard. Or they may have cement, lumber, and cars and stuff there. But yeah, she's giving me, and I don't think I feel that she's alive. Yeah, I don't think so. Because I'm trying to even. I mean, yeah. So that's the gist of it. Is that aspect right there? It's a lot of them needing to look in the direction of privately owned businesses and properties that cross connects with auto shops and mechanical things of that nature on the outskirts of the city. Okay. Now, whether I need to, I don't think I want to pull on it. Now that I'm pulling, like it's like she's trying to say stuff about her family, to just she want to tell them things. So yeah, I think yeah, because I'm seeing her. Didn't they say her dad passed? There's a man next to her, and then she's going like this. So there's even some other little kid that died in their family or something that's around as well. Mm, mm. Um, Yeah, the connection, the soul contract she and her father had was interesting too. He did do an interview last year, some months after she went missing. But they said that he ended up after that interview. They said he ended up dying last summer as well. So that's how you could tell also that they had a very unique soul contract. I feel like by the time she turned 18, they would have had a decent relationship for sure. Naziah looks like, so I guess she liked to do hair or something. She would have been a very successful beautician. Is what this looks like. She would have owned her own shop. So I mean, outside of whatever else, she definitely would have learned the tricks and trades of owning like a business through seeing the ins and outs of that auto shop. I heard that they were at one and they moved to another one, but like I said, I'm not gonna say what they have going on the back end is all the way 100% illegal, but I am feeling like the connections that they have on the back end with certain parts that they can get discounts on or do this and do that. That's one aspect of it, but I don't know though. There could be some interest in on and off is what I'm hearing. So maybe he used to have like high peak seasons of selling some illegal things here and there, and then he'd fall off because it's not giving that it was like this continuous kingpin type energy either. So yeah. All right, so I don't know. That's what I'm getting. I just to hear, I don't know who it was in that courtroom cry and just tell him, like, just tell us what a body is, like, and then instantly when she said that, it flashed in front of me that he can't because whoever has the body, they would have to go under too. But once they get into all of this is going to trial, that guy is going to get swept up in it as well. But I don't know, he may have all sorts of good lawyer money to weasel his way out of it and have and just have it set up to where he could say he didn't know. I don't know, but the connection he has with this guy, they have done some things before together, and they've gotten away with it. But the guy mostly comes off as he just run his business and stuff, but he do understand that land, that people can get away with things on that and with private property and where they've been dumping things off at and all that. I am seeing barrels and stuff like that as well. Moonshine. Yeah, it's real. Like they need to go on the outskirt. I'm not feeling like she's in a warehouse somewhere in an abandoned building. This was not a sloppy dispose of her body. Now, can I say I feel that that was his that it was premeditated in that way that he just do that? See, that's the mystery of it all. If like he had picked her up and then maybe a argument happened and maybe it went wrong, it do. Okay, yeah, it feels premeditated. Like he felt it was easier to get rid of her. I feel like and we'll find that out through the baby moms. Like so much of the information is gonna come out through the baby moms of these different discussions, because I feel like he revealed enough to try to get them in a certain position to be spotted like on camera or to get their license plates ran where it looked like he wanted, like when they started searching for him, to make them look for the baby moms as suspects. And then, like I said, those clothes by that river they were planted there on purpose. They didn't even I'm seeing on his way back. Yeah. See, I'm not even, because okay, it is, it is playing out. It is playing. I'm about to throw up. He is like, to me, he took her stuff off of her. That is so stupid. He took her stuff off of her, and when he was coming back into the city, excuse me, y'all. Whew, I'm feeling the energy. And then just planted it in different places. So it would be interesting to see if they could even calculate the time frame, of when or if it's true that her clothes were found there. If they could get a time frame around that, that would make a lot of sense too. Because to me, it looks like I don't know. I can't say now because. I can't tell whether he put them there before they. No, no, no. Yeah, they just keep showing it. They stripped her after, and he brought all that stuff, and he just, in his mind, he just be thinking he's making all of these trails where he could throw the investigation off. Yeah, they most would assume, oh, she's in the river, so we're gonna put her clothes. I'm gonna put her clothes over here, so they'll think somebody put her in the river, or maybe she's near the river or died near the river, and then I'm gonna use my baby mom this and that, so they'll suspect that, oh, it was a jealous rage. Because to me, I feel like he's accepting that he did what he did. um but I'm just seeing like this fear of him. He didn't want that DNA of the pregnancy tied to his DNA. It just child, yeah. So he's coming back into the city by himself, it looks. And it looks like, the sun is going down, so I can see how they say he checked into a hotel at 9 that night, and they say he didn't check out. The witness allegedly said he didn't check out till 12 in the afternoon. So I don't feel like she was in that room with him. That's why the witness wasn't able to account it. He went outside of the city and did what he did, came back in. And he already set it up with whoever that guy is that owns the private property that her body is. Feels like her body is. Yeah, so I'm not gonna pull no. That was a horrific. I could go as far as to say that her body's probably burned, because the way it looks dark like that is like they and I keep hearing charred, and maybe that's why she can't show me, because it's. But yeah, because I keep trying to see ahead to see when they do find it, what it looks like, and I don't, oh, this is a lot of details for. So I'm giving it a go here, guys. I usually don't like to do, these sort of investigative cases, but I was pulled to do this one, so I'm gonna listen on that note. Okay. Okay, damn. All right, let's I'm hearing make America great again. I don't know. Maybe we need to not. Maybe I need to do all these in a different. My stomach is burning so bad. That's why I'm burning. Oh yeah. Mm. And like I said, they because some would ask like, why didn't you just burn her? Like why did again the little he tried to create all these little things around to like because he knew this was being investigated. Okay, I'm gonna put the clothes over here and it's not the brightest thing, but I feel dumb even repeating it. But in his mind, this makes sense. Everything that he cooked up, and they put emphasis on cooked. So again, fire here. Okay. All right. So let's see if we can take a look at the crypto. Child, I'm just so like I don't know. Maybe not. Let me see crypto. I guess the most thing I can say on that is I do feel like by the time Trump gets out of the chair, there will be like some reliable source of merchandise that the masses can purchase that will make crypto in higher demand to get. There will be perks. So if it'll be best to get on it now because I see some things being sold like a whole full conversion. Don't mind me. I'm about to learn a lot about it, so I may not be using the terminology correctly. But let me just put it like this. Let me give you an example. Like let's say there's a store that comes out. I don't know why they're showing me Burlington for some interesting reason. Like some sort of coat factory, Burlington Coat Factory. And this particular coat factory, I don't know, they have something that's high in demand, like a product that everybody needs. And it just so happened to be wintertime too. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's going to be a real supply and demand type situation that's going to take place. It's going to solidify this crypto and lock it in. Where by the time Trump leaves out, it will be where the crypto will impact the credit scores will impact the crypto. Like it will be justified enough to be on your credit reports and stuff like that. So you kind of it's still I love where we are with it now because there's still time for people to really get in on and learn more about it and stuff. But when I say whatever this is that hits, I just feel like I see people ripping and running around trying to get something straight to be able to get it because it's some sort of exclusivity. Like it's almost like if they take all toilet paper and they like whatever these toilet paper companies are, they can't take no other conversion of money but crypto. But your ass need toilet paper. So you have to, it's gonna be something like that. It's gonna be something like that, is what I feel like. That's just the energy. That may not be the exact scenario, but y'all follow me as far as the energy goes. It's gonna be something where it's very needed, but it's gonna be, to me, it feels like very exclusive, where you gotta have that to get that. You gotta have the crypto to purchase that because of whatever these companies or whatever this particular product is. That's what I'm telling y'all. That's what I mean by merchandise. Is gonna be a specific type of merchandise that's gonna like really lock this in, and you can't purchase nothing else with it but cryptocurrency. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be the overall, right? Like, that's going to be the only thing by the time Trump leaves. But I think that's when everybody going to wake up like, oh, shit, I can't get toilet paper unless I got crypto. I need to buy some toilet paper. How the fuck do I do that? You know what I'm saying? So, it's going to be, that do sound dramatic, but it's something like that, okay? All right, that's that, and that's all I have for crypto right now. So, y'all can let me know below if y'all want me to do like a money prediction sector within these sorts of readings. I could do a other life on the other side, which in this case was Naziah this time, and then I could do a money section, and and then we could talk, get on a little bit of the trending topics, and as we are headed. So ASAP Rocky here. Let's see if anything is specific. No, locked in. Okay, that's why it's very dry here. They are kind of like pointing out the time when they pulled up to LAX and Rihanna was pregnant and crying. Those travels, I don't know how many that they did do from the United States back to, to her hometown and all that. But she was roping her roots. I could put it like that. Do with that as you will. But so yeah, he's very confident that he's good, and he is, and he's good. Oh, I'm sorry. Back to that late. No, I'm good with the lady. I'm not going back in up in there. I'll get up anyway. we're gonna do some updates maybe on Naziah because I don't know why. I don't know why God put this particular case on right in front of me, but here we are. So yeah, that's fine. He'll be fine. Um, excuse me. Yeah, he'll be fine. I do feel like, however, though, a few years down the line, excuse me, after all of this is finished, though, something could fall back on Rihanna regarding it, though. Some sort of exposure of some sorts could. I don't know if it's going to be something that's kind of like a tickle, and then she just scratch it and it's over, or if just so much from whatever her relationship is with him a few years down the line, it's going to come out. And I feel like the center of it will be this case, and then anything that branches off of it after and what happened before it. So yeah, so that, I guess we can look at that another day or do a whole reading on Rihanna. All right, and then Christopher. So, a lot of people have a fear that, like, oh, he's gonna get the big guns. He's making it bad for himself, and it's not funny. Oh, I don't know why I always chuckle, but what I feel like is that, low battery, 20% low power, close. Look at this. Let me see if the capture LV set 0 hours, 35 minutes, and selected. Look at us, still recording, baby. We 35 minutes in. Okay. Um, I feel a settlement. I just feel like it's just gonna get quiet. I do feel like he was scared to do it, but I just feel like you know how they say you gotta try something different if you want something different. I honestly don't feel like it's even a nitpicking thing. To me, he don't. I feel like he was upset about it when it came out, like, and then them just following through with it. I do see attempts of them like, hey, hello, y'all really gonna, okay, now can y'all take it down? Okay, so y'all finna leave it up. Okay, okay. This is bigger than me at this point. And I think he just kind of was like, you know what, because I think he was just gonna let it ride, but then I think it hit him like, but what about anybody? I could be a person that, is like, in his mind is like, I could be a person to just say, you know what, it is what it is. I've been through what I've been through. I'm just glad there's peace. And that's kind of where they wanted him to settle and what they wanted him to conform into. But I think for him, I feel energy around like the reason why he's doing it is even not even for himself. I also was seeing, in connection to him saying he was going to donate, he will donate like a portion of it to those who have been sexually abused and things like that. Even with what he's asking for, he's not gonna, he's just, for me, like I said, for me, what I'm picking up on is not about the money. It almost really wasn't even about the allegations per se. He would have just appreciated had they taken it down. Again, I feel like something hit him, and he, and it's like, well, damn, I'm okay with whatever because I've been through so much. But how am I going to be? I want to be an example probably for his kids. And also, because I'm telling you, he felt more like upset when it was out, like previewing and all that. And so, yeah, I don't feel like he's even trying to really shake much of. He's just kind of going to cash out. And I feel like he's really going to circulate that money. And it is given charity, and it's given more than just for sexual abuse. But yeah, because I'm seeing other like lawyers that specializes in like nonprofits and things like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if off of this Chris doesn't end up with like a 501c or something like that. I think this is gonna branch off into his charity community work. I'm hearing relaunch, so we may see him reviving a lot of things that he did start out doing when his music was jumping, but now he's gonna find that balance between. We may see a relaunching of his clothing line or just more charity stuff. I remember Earthy Indigo. I think she did this reading in 2017 where she said like she see him opening up an academy for kids for dancing and things like that. And I just see him like tossing it out everywhere. He didn't even really. To me, it's not this, oh, Warner Brothers, I'm going to take y'all for everything y'all got. No. I'm hearing him say, like, it's fair game. He understands the game. And he understands what it do mean for him to go up against them like that. And I keep hearing him say he tried reaching out or something, and they kept ignoring it. So it's like, okay, yeah, it's silence and it could go away, but how fair is that? That like compromise something. So I keep hearing settlement. So I feel maybe a public apology. Like this is an interesting way that it'll settle down. Like I think they may like destroy they might take the whole, and see, I think for him, it's that part. It's like the footprint of it all too. Is like, all right, so y'all gonna have this going on, and then every damn Christmas or Thanksgiving holiday, y'all could like bring this back up for people to go back and watch. That's the part he doesn't like. It's the continuum that could take place. It's like at least just like take that down. Like that shouldn't be up on nothing anymore, kind of thing. So I do maybe 25 mil, 10, 5, 10, 15, 25, something like that. But I'm sure he just aimed high because he knows it's gonna go lower. But like I said, I feel like he just gonna use it to. I just feel newness with it. I feel like he gave us a little hint that he's gonna donate to, those who've been sexually abused, and he will. But I feel like it's gonna be as big as we may do some digging behind the scenes, and he may be the one that owns a nonprofit that that then filters out money to those who've been sexually abused like that, on top of programs and all that kind of stuff, or it's going to be maybe somebody he loves so much, that he truly loves, that it'll be it'll be theirs, and he's just going to donate it to them. What I'm feeling here, regardless, is still going to be it's still going to be his money, but it's still going to benefit the people that it should. And it won't be his money in that it's Ferrari money or mansion money or anything. It's really still going to go to community and charity and things like that. But it's going to still be, to me, it looks like, under his empire, which is very smart. And I feel like I'm seeing like a bowl, like a gift. So to me, if I could give an example of it, it would be like, an example would be like, let's say he had a wife, or let's say royalty was to turn like 21. This would be something that like that's kind of like up and running, or that was kind of like given to her to like oversee or something like that, or to regulate, but it's still in his empire and his family, but it's still for a positive cause, but it still promotes, or grants them, generational wealth, and on that, in that arena. But then there are other ones here too. It's just different things. It's going to be branching off of all of this. So he is. So, and for that, I feel that, God will be working in his favor in that aspect, because it's going to still help him explore a lot more about himself during those times too as well. It's no different than when a person writes a biography and stuff. They find it to be therapeutic because they go back, and it's a form of journaling and venting. So it's just like that, but it's more in a wand energy, because we know how he is. So there you guys go. That has been the rundown. I don't know if y'all want to call it that. I think somebody had that before. So yeah, thank you guys. Let's see how this camera works. Let me see. Can I hit? Okay, yep, it starts stop. Let's see. Bye, y'all.